Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Michelle and this is Shell's Bits and Pieces, where you'll find a little bit of everything all in one place. How's everybody doing today? Oh my goodness, so it's been a week already. Yeah, where do I start? Let's just start from the beginning. So welcome back. This is going to be episode 2 of Craft and Chat Wednesdays. If you caught my Craft and Chat Wednesday episode last week, it was episode 1, and we did a craft project of burnt brown bag, if you guys remember, and I really appreciate the kind comments and words that some of you shared with me about the project, and I hope the rest of you really enjoyed it as well. Today we're going to do something a little different. I wanted to do something simple and not as messy today because, well, I've got some stuff I've got to take care of, and I'll tell you guys about that here shortly. But today we're going to make hidden tab paper clips with just paper clips, and if you want to ink, you can. I'll run down the whole supply list for you here shortly. But the reason why I chose this project was because I had been wanting to make what they call altered paper clips for quite some time, and I just never really took the time to do that. So today I thought, let me peruse YouTube and see what I can find out there for some ideas and some inspiration. And I happened upon a video from her name is Edith from Scrapbooking with Me Crafts, and she shared a project that was this. Sorry. She shared this project with us on how to create a hidden tab paperclip. And check this out. Let me grab a piece of something to show you how this will look once it's attached. And this is the first thing that I grabbed, but isn't that the neatest thing ever? And yeah, there's a paper clip hidden inside there. So I thought we would make these today and have a little chat and yeah, go from there. So let's just get started and we'll talk while we craft. So what you're gonna need is some scrapbook paper. This is a heavier, like cardstock kind of paper, and I did find that it was a little harder to work with. It does kind of crack when you fold it. Let me see if I can get that to kind of zoom in here. You can kind of see the paper cracked a little bit. Not that that would worry or hurt anything. You could easily cover up cracks with like washi tape and stuff, but I made these earlier this morning, and I kind of like the way they turned out. I didn't embellish them. I think maybe we can do a part 2 of episode 2, or maybe just like an embellishment video for episode 3. Who knows? The sky's the limit, guys. We're just going to do whatever we want as we see fit. So here we go. All right. So you're going to need some scrapbook paper. And in doing this project, I think that something a little thinner might be better. So we're going to work with this sheet today. And I'll kind of show you, this is the one that we're going to work with, but I do have some pre-cut examples of each stage. So as we go through, I'll kind of show you. Yeah, let's just get started. So you're going to need some scrapbook paper. And I thought this was a pretty spring pattern with the butterflies. And this paper is only printed on one side, so you can't really mess this one up. These papers that I used were double-sided, and then I got a little mixed up earlier, and I was watching some other stuff, and I was preoccupied, so I wasn't really paying attention. But you can use double-sided paper if you like. It doesn't matter, but only one side is going to show through. So you choose what you like the best and go from there. So for the third time, you're going to need some scrapbook paper. You're also going to need some paper clips, and these are the jumbo paper clips. I believe they're about 2 inches in size, and you can see from the inch increments here that they are 2 inches. It was funny, I was measuring with a couple of different items, and I noticed that the measurements seem a little different on some of the items. Like this mat has a slight difference in measurement than my scoring board, and I don't know which one is which. Who do you trust? I don't know. Anyway, so you got your paper clips. You've got your scrapbook paper. You will need a corner rounder because we're going to round the corners. I still don't have my corner chomper that I wanted to buy. I haven't been able to find it in the store, and it just hasn't occurred to me to order it online yet. So eventually I'll get one, but this is what I have today. It's by Making Memories, and so far of all of the corner rounders that I have, this one seems to perform the best out of all of them, and none of them perform wonderfully, let me tell you. This one's okay though. So we're going to need a corner rounder. You're also going to need some glue. This is my pick. I love this glue. It adheres quickly and it holds. It holds really strong. So this is my choice, but you can use any glue that you like. This is just the one that I like. And you may or may not need a bone folder tool. That's, totally up to you. So let's just jump right in. So when I was watching Edith on Scrapbooking with Me, she said that she had found this idea on another page or another YouTube channel, and that YouTube channel was called, let's find it here. I'm going to look on my computer real quick. Sparkbird Studios, and the lady's name is Christina, and I watched her video as well, and both videos are very good. They outline everything that you need and how to do the project, so we're just going to jump right in. There are some measurements that you're going to need to know for this project. You will need to have any paper that you like, but you need to have the length or the length from top to bottom at 10¼ inches. The width can be anything, and I have actually just chopped this down to make it a little bit smaller because I didn't want to work with a full sheet today. But you'll need some sort of scrapbook paper, and you'll need to cut it at the length of 10¼ So we're going to do that right now because I didn't do that part yet. All I did was cut it in half. So I found the 10¼ mark on my thing, and I made a little hash mark somewhere. There it is, right there. And I'm going to cut that down to 10¼ So let's just do that right now. And then we're going to start our folds. So while we're doing all of this, I wanted to tell you guys, yesterday I decided that I wanted to try my hand at bidding on storage unit auctions. And this morning, the auction that I bid on, I won! I got an auctioned unit for $10 plus all the fees, so it came out to be like less than $13. And I'm going to go this afternoon and check it out, and I am going to do a video on the storage unit that I found or that I won, and we're going to see if I find anything cool. I'm so excited, you guys. I just kind of totally blew off Instacart yesterday because it was so cold outside, and then today it's a really nice day out, and I probably should be doing Instacart, but you know what? I wanted to do a craft project and try my hand at something new, so we're going to do this, and we're going to do it together. All right, so I've got my paper cut at 10¼ and let me see if I can show you that it is 10¼ Let me find my ruler because I don't want to move my mat around. So we've got 10¼ It's roundabout 10¼ right there. And I'm going to move this out just a little bit more so we have some more room to work. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to flip this over, and you can decide which way you want it to go. I don't think it really matters. Actually, I think it does matter because we got upside down butterflies and not so upside down butterflies. So if you go like this, well, we're going to see what happens because I don't know. So what you want to do is you want to fold this paper, not in half, but to give you from this edge over about 1¼ inch. So you've got 10¼ long, and then we're going to fold it to 1¼ inch, leaving a little flap here. And it may or may not be exact. It just, this is one of those projects that I found today, and so far it's been pretty forgiving as far as the measurements go, so I'm not really worried about that. So once you get that folded, you're going to break out your paper clips. Now, I don't have silver paper clips. I had a stash of white paper clips that I located today, and I decided that I would use these. So hopefully they show up on the paper while we're working. I think they will. All right, so you're going to place your paper clips on the paper, and you can place them as far apart as you like or as close together as you like. But what you want to make sure of, oops, I want my glue. You want to make sure that you put the long side of the paper clip to the back side of the paper. So we're going to just clip a few on here, and we're just going to make these quickly today. We're not going to go, like I said, into any embellishing, and you can see the difference if you do it wrong. Long to the back. The long hair is in the back. What is happening with this paper clip? I'm having trouble. Okay, there we go. There's that one. And you know, this is real life, guys. This is how we craft. So we'll make, do you want to make 4? We'll do 4 cuts on this, okay? And then we'll have 4 cool hidden tab paper clips that we can use in our journals. You can use them on a, you could even use these as bookmarks, guys. What do you think about that? I think that's a great idea. Let's see. Slip it on a page. This is a coupon from the grocery store. If I wanted to save money on Simple Truth Organic Seltzer Water. There you go, 85 cents off. I probably won't get that, but that's okay. You know, my mind is just running 100 miles an hour. I am so excited to have something new to go and try today. You know, ever since I left my job, you know, while I was working for somebody else, I always dreamt of being able to just do my own thing and not have to answer to anybody, and just be me and do what I like, and, you know, do the things that serve me well. And when I worked full time, I didn't have that ability because I was always at work. I had an hour commute in the morning. I would work 10 hours, and then I would have an hour commute in the evening. So I was gone a minimum of 12 hours a day, Monday through Friday. So I didn't have a lot of time to devote to doing things that I really enjoyed unless it was the weekend. And, you know, on the weekends, I was so exhausted from working and driving that, you know, that's why my content had been suffering and my resale hustle had been suffering. And so I got to a point where the job was really hurting me mentally. And I just decided that it was time to try something different and take a chance on me. And, you know, worst case scenario, if this doesn't work out, I'll just have to go get another job. But I don't want that to happen. I'm trying to build something. And my son is working on building a business as well that I've kind of sort of been helping him with. Not a lot. I can't put a lot of time into his stuff because I'm working on my own stuff. So it's been challenging, but this last month has been different. And I don't miss my job at all. So yeah, so here we are. Let's get back to the craft because I do have to go and look at my storage unit and pay for it. And I already spoke to the person on the phone. Her name was Tatiana, and she was really nice. And I'm really excited to go meet her and give her her $12.82 or whatever it is, and get that storage locker opened and see what's inside. Oh my gosh, you guys, can you tell I'm excited? I can't believe that I won. That's the best part. I see so many YouTubers, you know, buying storage units, and you know, I get excited to see what they find, and then, you know, now I have one, and now I get to go see what there is. So let's just I gotta stop this. Oh my! All right, let's finish this project. All right, so we are going to now start folding. So what we want to do is we want to go like this. And just fold this until it meets the ends of the clips. See the end? And you know, you don't have to make it tight. You can make it loose. You just want to make sure that the edges of the paper, are lined up so that you don't have a whole lot of white showing through. And if you don't get it perfect, you can always trim it. And that's the beauty of crafts. You know, you can adjust it any way you want. All right, so we've got this piece folded. And now we're going to take and we're going to fold this piece like this. And again, it doesn't have to be tight to the paper clip. It just needs to be even as best you can. And if you want to take your bone folder, you can. I mean, you're going to see the paper clips here, but that's okay. All right, now we're going to go back and we're going to fold from this side, which is the back side. And if I'm going too fast, I apologize. This is the first time I've done this craft. Like today is the first time. And I've done a couple and they came out cute. I like them. This one I did not ink, so you can't really see, but there it is. Yeah, so you just fold this like this. And again, you want to make it as even as you can. Okay. As such, and you can get your bone folder out and you can lightly just crease that. And then you're going to take this I think I messed it up. I don't know where this goes. You guys, I don't know. Because this is supposed to... All right, you guys, I messed up. So I'm going to start this project over again because I was talking too much and I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. Apparently, the paper clips were on incorrectly a while ago. So I had told you to put the long side on the back. No, it's the short side that goes on the back. So we're going to start over and start from our 10 1/4 length and then our 1 1/4 tab here. So we're going to put the long side on the front, the short side on the back. Long front, short back. And you can do as many as you like on the paper. I'm going to do 4, I think, just for ease of cutting. I could do more, but I'm running out of paper clips. So I'm going to do 4 for right now. But remember, again, one more time, long on the front, short on the back. Okay, and so what we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to fold this flap over, and then we'll have a small flap left to work with. All right. And like I said, and maybe I cut that part out, I don't know. Once we hit the editing table, anything can happen. So we're just going to fold that. And like I said before, make sure that you're lined up on your edges, because if you see any white coming through, you'll have to trim that, and we may still have to do some trimming afterwards. All right, so we've got this piece, and we're going to flip it over. Let's see here. All right, so that it looks like this, okay? And then we're going to take and fold this over the top, just like that, okay? And hopefully this gives us the right configuration for what we need. All right, so we got that, okay? And then, after we do that, we need to fold. Hold on, 1 second. Sorry, guys. All right, so once we do that, we are going to take this and fold it over this way, over the back side of the paper clips. Okay, so you see we have the short side here, the long side here, right? We're going to fold this over so that it meets here, okay? And yes, you're going to see that there's a little bit of a gap, which is fine because it gives you some room to play with here, all right? So we have this all folded the way we need to fold it, okay? All right, so once we have our folds completed and they're correct, and I'm gonna unfold it real quick and kind of show you again. So we have our paper clips, long side on the front, short side on the back, fold, 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 just like that, okay? Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take and you can take your ruler and measure the distance between your paper clips, or you can just do it randomly like I'm going to, and you can cut them. We'll do 3 cuts, and we may have to do a trim on this side, and you can do them as wide as you like or as narrow as you like. It just really is a matter of personal preference, but you just want to make sure that it all lines up very well. And we will glue these. And oh my gosh, these are going to be pretty. Oh boy, I can't wait. All right, so you just kind of feel with your fingers where the paper clips are. And if you want to mark it, you can. I'm not. I'm going to eyeball the middle and just do a straight cut. There's one. And do a straight cut. There's two. And you know, if your cuts aren't straight, you can trim them at the end. And that one I didn't do so straight. You can kind of see there that's a little off, but that's all right. And then our third one. We might not use those two. We'll work with this one and this one. So we have two examples, and oh my goodness. Oh, look, the butterfly on that one came out perfectly in the center, and that was totally unplanned. What do you think about that? Ah, cool stuff. All right, so now this is where it gets a little tricky, you guys. We are going to take the paper clip off. Yeah, I know, right? It's very scary, but don't let it scare you. It's going to be fine. Trust me. I'm a professional. Not really. All right, so you're going to need a pen. I didn't tell you you would need a pen, but you will need a pen or something to write with. And what we're going to do is we're going to mark which side is which, because this is the only upward facing fold. So this is where the paper clip has to go back if you don't mark it. But if you can't remember that, like me, you know, as you get older and your memory starts to fade a little bit, you kind of forget what you're doing, you want to mark it. So this is the long side. So we're going to do an L here and an S here, because we're going to take the paper clip off. Oh boy, that was dangerous. Right? Okay, so when we put it back, we know the long one goes here, the short one goes here. So what we're going to do at this point in time, you could do your inking. You could also do your corner rounding. And that's what I'm going to do right now is my corner rounding, because I want this to look finished when I'm done. And like I said, this corner rounder is probably the best one that I own at the moment. Because I haven't been able to find in my local craft stores that corner chomper that is made by Crocodile, and I really like it. So what I want to show you is a little trick that I use to get rid of these raggedy, jagged edges. Do you see that right there? It's kind of a jagged edge of my paper. I take an emery board and just file it off so that it's no longer jagged or ragged or whatever. My mom taught me that trick. She worked in the printing industry her whole career, and she dealt with paper a lot. So she always had great tricks and tips for just, you know, smoothing out your edges. And an emery board or even some light sandpaper would work perfectly. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to round all the edges at every fold. You can do it any way you like with any corner rounder you have. And if you don't want to do a corner rounder, or if you don't have one and you would like some interesting edges, you could always snip off the corners with some scissors. Let's see if I can find one that we could use to do that with. I'm not going to use that one. I don't have one today, but if you wanted to, you could definitely cut the corners with a pair of scissors. So we're just going to quickly get through this. And like I said, I'm not going to ink this one today because I'm kind of short on time. And this corner rounder is going to just drive me bonkers, but we'll get through it. And this is a really pretty paper that I found. So I hope you guys are as excited as I am about this storage unit that I won. I do have to go to another town. It's about 45 minutes north of me. It's up in Colorado Springs where I used to work, and not like real close by where I used to work, but it's in the same town. So that's where we're gonna go this afternoon, and I'm gonna bring you guys along, and we're gonna find out if storage auctions are gonna be our new best thing to do. So once you're finished, and yes, you want to do the edge of this one too, it just makes it cleaner and easier to work with, and probably should have done that first. And it's going to look a little funny. Mine looks different than the ones on the YouTube, but that's okay. All right, so we've got what looks like this. It doesn't look like much, but when we're done, it's going to be really cute. All right, so we got to put this puppy back together. And if you want to ink, you know, ink up all your sides. I have done one to kind of show you what it looks like inked, and this one actually ripped, but you can see that that one's inked on that side. I don't know, did I ink it on this side too? Nope, just that side. So yeah, this one tore on me right here. Sorry. Yeah, it tore. So I had to start over. That's why I wanted to go to a different weight of paper, because that thicker stuff, it does break on you. So you have to be real careful. All right, so let's put this guy back together. Remember, we had our L here for the long side and our S here for the short side. There we go. All right, so let's put this guy back together and call her done. All right, so you just clip it back together just like that. And the reason why I put it in the middle is so that when I go to put it back together, it lines up right. Just a little trick I taught myself this morning, and yeah, here we go. See how I did that? You didn't see how I did that because I wasn't on camera. I'm sorry. I get so wrapped up in what I'm doing, I forget that you guys are watching, and you know, I should be paying more attention. Anyway, I'm just so preoccupied with my new adventures. Anyway, back to the crafting. All right, so once you clip your clip back on, we're gonna fold all of our stuff back together and make sure it looks right. And then we're gonna glue it, and then we're gonna call it done. And this is going to be the front, and it is upside down, but it's okay. If you didn't want it like this, you'd have to position your paper in a different way so that your design showed up the way that you like. And you can also embellish these. You can put little pockets on them. You could put little ephemera on them. You can do anything you want. I was even thinking of putting a button on mine and maybe some lace. And you know what? We might do that with this one. So let's finish up and see what we end up with. Like I said, I'm not going to ink this one for you today, but this one was inked for sure. All right, cool. All right, so let's get to gluing. I have my art glitter glue, and I'm gonna start with the L, the long side, and glue that first. And you wanna make sure you get enough glue on it, but not over glue it. And when I say over glue, you're gonna get too much on the edges and stuff, and then it just doesn't come out, or it squeezes out the sides, and then you got glue everywhere. I mean, glue is fun. I like glue. It's very handy. You can do it in the middle if you want. Just want to make sure you get it to the edges without it going through too much. All right, so there's this one. And I like to keep a paper towel handy because I know it's going to squeeze out the sides. And then also there's a little piece right here. I don't know if you can see this little piece right here. Bit of wax that needs to be trimmed off. Just trim it off just like that. And, you know, push it down so that it gets glued. And then you're going to put this flap over the S. See this flap? This weird little flap I said looked weird. I don't know if mine looks the same as the people on the computer or not. I really didn't pay attention. And there's this little weird thing here I'm going to get rid of. Just trim it off. I just don't like the little pieces that stick off. They just don't look right to me. All right, got that. And we'll put this little tab here. And the lady, her name is Christina. I believe it was called Sparkbird Studios. She does a nice tutorial. And if you guys are interested, you can go check out her channel. I did not subscribe to her yet. I'm considering it. I have to watch a few more videos and see if her style of stuff is something that I really feel good about participating in. Yeah, but I might subscribe just because I like to share the love, you know. YouTube is a finicky finicky entity. And, you know, the more we share with each other and help each other out, I think is a good thing, you know? Be proactive, part of the crafting community, all that good stuff. All right, so we got some glue on here. Got our glue. I should probably bring you closer. You can see the glue. That's the S side. And we're just gonna fold this one over like that. We got our cute little butterfly. You know, I remember watching that movie A Bug's Life by Disney. And you guys know me, I love me some Disney. And Heimlich, the character, he was a caterpillar. And he said that he was going to someday be a beautiful butterfly. And I don't remember if he was at the end of the movie. He might have been. I don't know. So once we get all this glued, because our edges here, if you can see that, I got to really work on my my on-camera stuff. I have trouble knowing where you guys are and where I am when I'm working, and I seem to sometimes miss some of the footage because I'm talking and not really paying attention. So I have to kind of have a little mark of where my center is and where I'm actually doing the filming, so you guys can see it too, because I don't want you to be left out. All right, so this one I think is put together. It looks good. And what we want to do is we want to make sure that none of the edges seeped out any glue. So we want to just slide a piece of paper up there and make sure. I guess we could use one of these. And yeah. Now I do have to say that my folds were not perfect on this. You can kind of see right there that they were not. But that's okay, because if I don't like what I have, I can trim it. And this paper was a lot thinner than this one. And I think I had better results with it lining up with this one, but I had better results with it folding on this one. So it's really just a matter of, you know, what you like best. But I think that they're pretty cute. And if you'd like, I can do another one without doing the folded, without doing the corner rounds. What do you think? Yeah, let's just do one. See what happens. This one's kind of pretty. I think that one will turn out nice. All right, so we're just gonna take and glue. We already know where our paper clip is. We don't have to mark it with left or right because we're not gonna do the corner rounds on this one. We're gonna make it square edge, and then maybe we can cut off the corners with scissors at the end. All right, so we just wanna glue. We wanna take the long end, see the long end? Fold it in and fold that flap over, and we're gonna glue that, okay? And I don't know if you guys have tried this project before. This is my first time, but I think I could get used to this one. I like this project. It looks like it'll be pretty cute. And eventually we're gonna work together and we're gonna have a journal to put together. I just, I don't know when I'm gonna do that, but this is a cute idea though. And I feel like we could do so much with embellishing these. I really do. Maybe that'll be for a future video. All right, so let's just finish our gluing. And I think that the corner rounding and the inking is gonna be the most time consuming part of this because the folding and the cutting really seems simple. And without doing the corner edges, I feel like I'm getting really great results already. So, and then when you get that flap folded, you wanna fold, glue and fold on this side because this is your short side. And just make sure you get those edges. And it, like I said, keep a paper towel handy just for the glue that might seep out of the sides. And you can see here, my fold is up here. And we want to leave it long like that, or with that distance, because that's going to help us in the end. Yeah. All right. So here's this one. And I'm sorry, guys, I feel like I'm so preoccupied. My brain is going 100 miles an hour with that storage auction that I won. I'm really excited about getting over there and taking a look and see what I got. Hopefully it's not a bunch of garbage. There was one piece of furniture that interested me, and that's why I bid on it. But there could very easily be some good stuff in there, so that's what I'm hoping. All right, and then the last flap, just kind of glue it up to the crease. Don't put it here. I mean, you can, I guess. Yeah, why not? And just a little extra reinforcement here. Kind of middleman the glue. All right. And then when you put it like that, I mean, you don't have to round your corners, I don't think, if you don't want to. It's more of a matter of personal preference on what you like the best. And this is definitely going to need to be trimmed because I've got some white edges showing. Can you see those? Can you see my white edges? I mean, I might have to trim those down. But you know, I just had a thought, you guys. If you don't like the white edges, I would say wait till the glue dries. And if you have any like paper edging scissors, which I do, I might go ahead and see what that looks like. But not on this one. We're going to trim just the white off real quick. Like that. I'm going to do this side. And there you go. And if you want to do your corners like that, that makes easy work of it for sure. And you do this one and this one. Voila! What do you think? And then we also want to make sure that the clip inside is not glued to anything because that would be bad. And we just slide that right on and see why they call it a hidden tab. It makes a little tab on the outside. I should probably get a different piece of paper so you can get a better point of reference. How about if we do it on just a piece of white paper? Oh yeah. Very nice. Very nice indeed. All right, well, I'm going to, oh, you know what? You see what I did there? Absolutely, we've got to cut these corners too, because we didn't do that. That's okay. That's why we like to do crafts, because they're forgiving and we have a lot of fun. All right, and if you wanted to embellish with anything, you certainly could. This is the back, or it could be the front if you'd like. You know, I think the sky is the limit with these. You really can do a lot. And there's another one I didn't finish right here. So, what do you guys think? I know it was a quick project, not too intense, not too difficult. I hope I explained it well enough to get the point across. I feel like I'm just too preoccupied right now to really get into the nitty-gritty of this good stuff. But anyway, with that, you guys, I think I'm done for right now. We'll come back and do maybe another round of these and do some embellishing. I'm really trying to find projects that are easy and that have, oh my gosh, can be made from things that you probably already have, so you don't have to run out and go buy anything. Because, you know, I have got a stockpile of scrapbook paper, envelopes, napkins, stickers, other paper. You just name it. I've got fabric, I've got lace, I've got glue, I've got ink, I've got crayons, I've got everything. And I rack my brain sometimes to try to come up with a project that I can use with the things that I have. So this is just one of them, and yeah, I think we're done. If you guys liked this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. I know it was a little rushed. It kind of felt rushed to me, maybe not. And I don't feel like it's perfect, but you know what? Crafting is an imperfect activity anyway, and we always have a good time when we do crafts. It makes us feel good, and we've created something beautiful, and yeah, so that's all I got. But I hope you guys enjoyed the project, and I hope you will come back next time for another episode of Craft and Chat Wednesdays, where we'll do a little craft project and we'll talk about what's going on in my world. And if you have anything to share, please consider giving me a comment, letting me know what's going on in your world. Maybe you've tried this project before and you had a better result or a better idea. I would love to know. And you can share your favorite YouTubers with me. I always am on the lookout for new and exciting things to try. So yeah, just let's build this community up to something wonderful. And with that, again, thank you to my new subscribers. And if you're new here and have not subscribed, please consider becoming a subscriber. I'm trying to create a really cool community of lighthearted fun and happiness. And I can only do that with you guys helping me out. So that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed this really cute little hidden tab paperclip project. And I hope you'll come back next time, and we'll do something fun as well. And hopefully then I won't be as preoccupied as I am today. But anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you so much. Don't forget to hit that like button and the bell to be notified when new videos come out. Thanks so much, guys. My name's Michelle, and this is Shell's Bits and Pieces. Have a great day.